If you grew up in the Chicagoland area, you had to have spent at least one weekend going to the Lake Delavan or Lake Como or Lake Geneva area. Now, going as an adult is such a different experience. My husband and I opted for an adults-only getaway at the Belfry in Delavan, which is basically halfway between Lake Geneva and Lake Delavan. The first thing that I had no idea about was this Yerkes Observatory. It's in Williams Bay, and it is home of the world's largest refractory telescope. Not only is it gorgeous and like on top of the hill, but this building is from 1897, and it is the most ornate, gorgeous thing I've ever seen in Wisconsin. Then there's this 240-person music venue called the Belfry Music Theater, which is in a decommissioned 19th century Mormon church. It's awesome. We got to our room at the Belfry, and they did this lovely anniversary welcome for us with roses and chocolates from Four Brothers. We took a stop around the Lakeshore Path. Then we took a stop at Pier 290. We got to see the boats, and then we had lunch there. It was all right. The glassware was so peculiar. My husband and I both were like, what is going on here? But this hall of decommissioned propellers was really neat, and then they had a balloon exhibit happening there. We didn't go to it because this is an adults only weekend. We went over to the Kishwauketoe, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Conservancy. We were not with our kids, but this seems super kid-friendly, and when we come back, we'll bring them. Get ready with me as my husband and I have our first fine dining experience since before COVID. Now, I try to keep a mostly gluten-free diet, but when we're somewhere where there is a lot of care put into the food that they're making, I am not gonna be that person. I'm also excited because it's a 20-seat restaurant, so it's like super intimate, and it reminds me of this time I was in Berlin with my friend Rachel. We kind of took like a broken heart trip. I think my heart was broken. I don't think hers was, but you know, those were the days when you were dating, and who knows. But anyway, she found this restaurant that was literally an 8-person restaurant, like with 4 things to choose from on the menu. And it was so fantastic. It was like one of the best experiences I've ever had at a restaurant, just because it was so intimate. It was unlike anything I had ever tried before. So 20-person restaurant in Delavan. Yeah, I'm down. The best part about this hotel, staying here, is it is not quite a resort, but it might as well be. So it's adults only. The restaurant, fine dining restaurant, is steps from our door where we're staying. It's within the restaurant, or within the hotel. And then the Belfry Music Theater, which is so famous. It's where Paul Newman got his start. It's where, oh gosh, Harrison Ford. I'm like, who is escaping me? So everything that you want to do for a night or a weekend away, it's perfect. And you don't have to worry about Chicago traffic. Like, it's all right here. And you can have a wine tasting and not worry about it. No driving. Three, definitely. Okay, we're home from our first fine dining experience in 7 years. I did the wine pairing, so they said it was the equivalent of 2.5 glasses of wine. I definitely only finished 1 because there was so much food. We would tell everyone to come to Opus. There was not one bad taste on the entire menu. There was not one bad thing. The ambiance was wonderful, the decor, the glassware, the flatware. We had a great time.